Ray Allen responding to a fan who thinks LeBron James is the GOAT.
He can score and pass. Is he a great free throw shooter? Is he a great three-point shooter? Is he a great dribbler? So you're saying the GOAT, and he ain't even as great in all those categories. Jordan is? Yes.
Is he a great three-point shooter? Is he a great free throw shooter? Is he a great dribbler? So I guess he can't be the GOAT. What do you think about Ray Allen's sort of philosophy and criteria?
I think Ray Allen hit it on the head, and I'm going to stun you with this take here. I actually think Steph Curry is the second best player of all time, right behind Michael Jordan. Curry has this instinct, what I saw with Jordan, where anytime he has the ball, you think it's going to go in. He is a threat offensively. I think we've got 3 or 4 more years of Curry in his prime right now. I think we could probably do another 15 minutes on what I just said.
I'm floored. I'm absolutely floored.
I think I would put Curry ahead of LeBron James right now as far as that number 2 guy behind
I love this
Michael
so much.
Jordan.
We always do LeBron or Jordan, and here comes Bobby Marks off the top rope, just filling all of the rundowns for tomorrow's show, saying that Steph Curry should actually be in front of LeBron James in the GOAT conversation. Now, I just want to make sure we're being clear here. Yes. Are you projecting the rest of his career, saying he'll get there, or are you saying right now?
Right now.
Wow.
And he'll be a solid number 2 when we get to, I don't know, 3 or 4 years from now.
Bobby Marks, our front office insider, with the hottest take of the week here on ESPN on This Just In.
Gears to a guy that he's been all gas, no brakes. When it comes to Steph Curry winning that championship, his 4th one, people have been able to leave him alone saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. He's done it all now. He said, what can you say about me now? Except this, when it comes to Bobby Marks, ESPN NBA analyst, when he was on This Just In, he says, this is how great Steph Curry is now.
I actually think Steph Curry is the second best player of all time, right behind Michael Jordan. Curry has this instinct, what I saw with Jordan, where anytime he has the ball, you think it's going to go in. He is a threat offensively. I think we've got 3 or 4 more years of Curry in his prime right now. I would put Curry ahead of LeBron James right now as far as that number 2 guy behind
I love this
Michael
so much.
Jordan.
All right, Jay Will.
I mean, what do you mean, all right?
I'm saying, all right, Jay Will.
You don't want to touch it, Jay?
Man.
Go ahead.
I love Steph. I think Steph is one of the most unique players the game of basketball has ever seen, ever. But to me, LeBron James is just, he's different. He's in a different individual category. We can get into all the metrics, right? Like he's the leader in points by 17,000 points over Steph, assists by 5,000 assists, rebounds by 7,000. He has 10,000. Steph has 3 blocks, steals, all of it. I mean, the only thing he doesn't lead statistically by a wide margin is number of threes that are made. But I've seen LeBron James drag teams to the NBA Finals that had no business at all being in the NBA Finals. So, I mean, we got into this debate the other day, Freddie, when Alan Yates was like, yo, would you rather be 6-0 in the Finals or would you rather be 6-6 or whatever that record is for LeBron James?
Yeah.
And it was like one of those things like, I'd rather have gone there 13, 14 times. I've dominated the league for this extended period of time. So for me, I love Stephen Curry. But I'm not going to forecast that he's going to be the second greatest player ever to play this game of basketball. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that. LeBron James or Cap, there are a lot of other guys that are put above Steph in that conversation.
You know what's so interesting about this, Freddie and Jay, is I wish I knew how to forecast something at Caesars or wherever we bet at and place money down, but I have my own board where I can forecast what would happen. And I think, Jay, you will remember this along with Yates and maybe Pat Costello if he wasn't working in TV at the time. When Steph Curry won his championship, what was the first thing I said, Jay?
You said people.
You remember?
You said people are going to start talking about him as one of the greatest. Didn't you say that, like the greatest?
No, I said what's going to happen is people are going to start to put him in front of LeBron James and have that conversation about to LeBron James if Steph Curry. And if Steph Curry happens to win another one, imagine what that's going to do in terms of LeBron James. I don't personally think that Steph can catch LeBron because LeBron is so far out there already. He's so far in front of him that it would probably take him to win a couple more championships to really have a serious conversation. And I know Bobby Marks was a former general manager in this league and knows personnel people and all those sort of things. It's just very difficult to make Steph Curry the second best player of all time in the NBA. And I know he changed the game, but so did Magic Johnson. He changed the game. And so, you start to look at it a little bit different. He's not there. Does he slide into the top 10? Yes, it's no question about it. Where does that place him, right? The top 3 guys clearly are the Cap, LeBron James, and Michael Jordan. And then from there, you can argue whoever you want to argue. But Steph Curry belongs in that conversation. I just don't believe that you put him in number 2.
And first off, just the people who are
But
diehard Steph Curry fans, you called it, Keith. You called it.
I knew they were going to do that.
You called it. It's not a slight to Steph Curry that we don't think he's the second best player to ever play the game. But some people who are diehard Stephen Curry fans will interpret it that way. And that's not the case. It's just LeBron James is different, man. What he brings on the defensive side of the ball, offensively, the way he impacts the game, each and every play. I think even Steph would tell you that he sees LeBron James as somewhat unique and different in the overall scheme of basketball.
Yeah, but I've always said for the longest time, to me, LeBron James is the greatest athlete that's ever played in the NBA because we haven't seen that kind of size of 6'8", that kind of build that can handle the basketball, that can run like that, and modern basketball can play 5 positions. Steph Curry's impact is that he's brought shooting back into the game, that he's made it look so easy that to do that people put more of a premium on shooting. In terms of impact, you can make whatever case you want. But I thought it was interesting that because of, to Key's point, the minute that Steph won that championship and was the finals MVP, the lack of love for him really kind of ceased and has gotten to a different level now.
How many finals MVPs LeBron got?
LeBron has, 3?
What, 4?
4.
I think
He's won 4,
right?
yeah. Well, Steph, in my opinion, should have 2. At least 2.
I hear you.
He should have the first one that Andre Iguodala was given to. Nothing against Andre Iguodala. But Steph Curry, come on, took over that series the first time he won the championship. He should have 2. That's neither here nor there. But when Bobby Marks said that, I did just like this. I went, oh, boy, here we go. Because I knew what that was going to sound like on one side or the other regarding Steph Curry.